December 2nd, 1983. 9:30 p.m. Across America, television screens flickered to life as MTV premiered Michael Jackson's Thriller. For the next 14 minutes, the world didn't just watch a music video. They witnessed a revolution. A revolution that would dismantle the color barrier in music television, redefine the art form of music videos, and prove that Michael Jackson wasn't just a pop star. He was a cinematic force of nature. But 6 months earlier, MTV didn't want Michael Jackson at all. Let's rewind to 1981. MTV launched on August 1st with the Buggles' Video Killed the Radio Star. The concept was simple, 24-hour music videos, but there was an unspoken rule. MTV played rock music, and rock music, according to the network executives, was white. David Bowie, in a 1983 interview with MTV VJ Mark Goodman, asked directly, "Why are there practically no black artists on MTV?" Goodman stumbled through an answer about appeal in Middle America. Bowie didn't buy it. "Don't you think it's frightening that it's ghettoizing music?" he pressed. The interview was uncomfortable. The truth was undeniable. MTV had a racism problem. Artists like Rick James were blocked. Prince was rejected. Even the legendary Marvin Gaye couldn't get airplay. MTV's justification? Our audience won't relate. Translation: black artists aren't profitable. Then came Thriller. November 30th, 1982. The album Thriller was released. Within weeks, it dominated the charts. The Girl Is Mine with Paul McCartney became a hit. Then Billie Jean dropped and Michael Jackson became unstoppable. But MTV still refused to play the Billie Jean video. Walter Yetnikoff, president of CBS Records, had enough. He called MTV and delivered an ultimatum. Play Michael Jackson's videos or we pull every single artist from CBS off your network. MTV blinked. On March 10th, 1983, Billie Jean entered MTV's rotation. Within days, it became the most requested video on the network, but Michael Jackson wasn't satisfied with breaking down doors. He wanted to obliterate them. Enter Thriller. Michael had a vision. Not a music video, but a short film. A horror musical hybrid that would blur the lines between cinema and music. He approached John Landis, the director of An American Werewolf in London, with a concept. Michael transforms into a werecat, then a zombie, leading an army of the undead in a choreographed dance. Landis loved it. The budget? $500,000, the most expensive music video ever made at that time. Epic Records refused to fund it. Too risky. Too experimental, too Michael. So Michael and Landis found another way. They secured a $1.2 million budget by pre-selling the Making of Thriller documentary to MTV and Showtime. Suddenly the project had life. Filming began in October 1983. The location, Los Angeles, with a constructed graveyard set designed to look straight out of a horror classic. Michael worked with choreographer Michael Peters to create the now iconic zombie dance, sharp, angular movements that mimicked the undead. Vincent Price, the legendary horror actor, was brought in to narrate the chilling intro and outro. But Michael had one major concern: his Jehovah's Witness faith. The religion forbade participation in anything promoting the occult. Michael was terrified the video would offend his faith community, possibly even get him disfellowshipped. So a disclaimer was added at the beginning. Due to my strong personal convictions, I wish to stress that this film in no way endorses a belief in the occult. With that settled, Thriller was ready to premiere. December 2nd, 1983, MTV aired Thriller twice that night. By the next morning, phone lines were jammed. Video stores were flooded with requests for VHS copies. Dance studios across America were teaching the zombie choreography. The 14-minute short film had become a cultural earthquake. But what made Thriller revolutionary? First, cinematic quality. Before Thriller, music videos were cheaply made promotional tools, static shots of bands performing. Michael Jackson transformed them into art. He hired a Hollywood director, built elaborate sets, used professional makeup artists, including Rick Baker, who created the groundbreaking werewolf transformation. The video had a 3-act structure, dialogue, suspense, and a narrative arc. It wasn't a video, it was cinema. Second, The choreography. The zombie dance became the most imitated choreography in history. Sharp head tilts, stiff-legged walks, arms jerking in unison. Michael Peters crafted movements that were simultaneously eerie and mesmerizing. To this day, flash mobs around the world recreate the Thriller dance. It transcended the screen and entered global consciousness. Third, the cultural impact. Thriller forced MTV to acknowledge black artists as profitable, mainstream, and essential. After Thriller, the floodgates opened. Prince's Little Red Corvette got airplay. Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It became a staple. Lionel Richie, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson. Black artists finally had access to the most powerful promotional platform in music. Michael Jackson didn't just break MTV's color barrier, he demolished it. But there's a darker layer to this story. Despite its success, Thriller wasn't without controversy. Some religious groups accused Michael of promoting Satanism. Parents complained that the video was too scary for children. Tabloids used it as ammunition to paint Michael as bizarre, unhinged wacko-jacko, and Michael felt every word. In interviews years later, Michael admitted that the criticism hurt deeply. "I just wanted to make something fun and creative," he said. "I didn't understand why people wanted to turn it into something evil." But the tabloids didn't care about Michael's intentions. They cared about headlines. And Michael Jackson, with his eccentricities, his evolving appearance, his Neverland Ranch, made for irresistible headlines. The irony? The same video that elevated him to God-tier status also painted a target on his back. By 1984, Thriller the album had sold over 30 million copies worldwide. The video won 3 MTV Video Music Awards. Michael Jackson became the first artist to have a music video inducted into the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. He was untouchable. But fame is a prison, and Michael Jackson was serving a life sentence. In later years, Michael struggled with the weight of his own legacy. How do you follow Thriller? How do you top the best-selling album of all time? The answer, you can't. And the world made sure Michael knew it. Every subsequent album was compared to Thriller. Bad, Dangerous, History, all critically acclaimed, all commercially successful, but none measured up to the impossible standard Michael had set. June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson died at age 50. But Thriller is immortal. Every October during Halloween season, the video resurfaces. Families dress as zombies. DJs play the track at parties. Dancers recreate the choreography. And for 14 minutes, Michael Jackson lives again. Because Thriller wasn't just a music video, it was proof that art can break barriers, that creativity can shatter prejudice, and that one man with a vision can change the world. MTV tried to keep Michael Jackson out. Michael Jackson kicked the door down, walked through, and left it open for everyone who came after him. That's not just legacy. That's revolution.